Hello, students. Let's start with our next session. Page number 39, second paragraph. You must have patience, my little girl, said the father. As soon as he gets clean and dressed up, you will see something different. Now, here actually we found that Edla Wilmanson, she was not at all confident about the tramp, as if the way he was looking like in his dress up. So, here her father is just trying to convince her that whenever he will be dressing up in new clothes, he will clean himself, then automatically you'll find that this person will be different, because he is not at all the person you are thinking. He is well educated as the way you are thinking. He is not educated, so you'll find he is well educated, and as soon he will dressing up in a new manner, you'll find a new person in him. Last night he was naturally embarrassed. The tramp manners will fall away from him with the tramp clothes. And last night he was obviously embarrassed because the way I found him and the person he is only I know. So that's why he was feeling embarrassed. Now the tramp manners automatically it will also fall away when we'll find he'll discard his tramp clothes. Just as he said this, the door opened and the stranger entered. Yes, now he was truly clean and well dressed. The valet had bathed him, cut his hair, and shaved him. Moreover, he was dressed in a good looking suit of clothes which belonged to the ironmaster. He wore a white shirt and a starched collar and whole shoes. Now, as soon the door was opened, valet and he both entered the tramp, and he was truly in very good manner. He was dressed up and he was truly clean. His hair was cut, he was shaved off, and very good looking he was in that new clothes, and it was actually belonged to ironmaster, which was given him in gift. So he was wearing that white shirt and starched collar and with whole shoes, and he was looking as if like a gentleman. So but although his guest was now so well groomed, the ironmaster did not seem pleased. He looked at him with puckered brow, and it was easy to understand that when he had seen the strange fellow in the uncertain reflection from the furnace, he might have made a mistake. Now Ironmaster started thinking that definitely he have made a mistake, because when he found him near the furnace, actually good lighting system was not there, so he couldn't make out the person, and he had made a mistake that he is actually acquaintance, that was Niels Olof, but he is not. So he understood that. So but then that now when he stood there in broad daylight, it was impossible to make mistake for an old acquaintance. Now it was very much difficult, because he's standing in lighting in daytime, and how could he make a mistake? So he understood this is not the person he thought of. What does this mean? He thundered. Now he started saying, like he thundered, he was very much angry, and he started saying, what does it mean? The stranger made no attempt to dissimulate. He saw at once that the splendor had come to an end. Now stranger understood that whatever was there, it came to an end, and obviously he knew, because they are making a mistake in that dark, because it was totally dark there due to night, and he was knowing that he is just falling into lion's den. But what to do? As in a very good manner, the girl was persuading him. So that's why only he came with her to like invited place to the manor house. So he started thinking, now not at all they might be making any mistake. It is not my fault, sir, he said. I never pretended to be anything but a poor trader, and I pleaded and begged to be allowed to stay in the forge. But no harm has been done. At worst, I can put on my rags again and go away. And I did not do any mistake, sir. You only called me, you only forced. Otherwise, I never pretended to be like the person you said, and I was always a trader, but you said that's why, and even I like to stay in the forge, but you only forced me. At worst, I can put on my rags and again I can go back. So well said, the ironmaster, hesitating a little. It was not quite honest either. You must admit that, and I should not be surprised if the sheriff would like to have something to say in the matter. Now he started saying, yes, but just I would like to say is that even if sheriff is here. Sheriff means the official, like the we can say policeman, those who are in US. So like known to be sheriff. So if he wanted to say anything, that means he just wanted him to put behind bars. So he started saying that, like, I would like to call, and if they want to say anything, I'll welcome, he said. But it is neither like honest the way you pretend to be, and you did not say anything when we call you as Niels Olof. So that time also, like when I was thinking you are regiment comrade, that time also you didn't say anything. Well said, he said. The tramp took a step forward and struck the table with his fist. Now he started striking the table with a fist. Now I am going to tell you, Mr. Ironmaster, how things are, he said. This whole world is nothing but a big rat trap. All the things, good things that are offered to you are nothing but cheese, rents, and bits of pork set out to drag a poor fellow into trouble. And if the sheriff comes now and locks me up for this, then you, Mr. Ironmaster, must remember that a day may come when you yourself may want to get a big piece of pork, and then you will get caught in the trap. Now he said, I don't mind if sheriff is coming, he's locking me up, I'll go. But you don't forget, Mr. Ironmaster, that this whole world is like a rat trap, which is offering you a cheese and pork, and it is inviting you, and then you are being very like in that manner you are getting trapped into it. So even I could not say that, so that much only I have to speak. The ironmaster began to laugh. That was so not so badly said, my good fellow. Perhaps we should let the sheriff alone on Christmas Eve, but now get out of here as fast as you can. Now ironmaster started laughing out loudly, and he said that, yes, not badly said by you, but my good fellow, I would like to tell you is that I'm not going to call sheriff. Let him be there and celebrate Christmas. But yes, I would like to tell you is that you must go from here. But just as the man was opening the door, the daughter said, I think he ought to stay with us today. I don't want him to go. And with that, she went and closed the door. Now, as soon Rat Trap Celery was opening the door, the tramp, but certainly at that time only, daughter Edla Wilmanson, she entered there and she said that, why miss, we must say him to leave. And as he is now here, so let him be with us like this Christmas Eve, and afterwards, if he wish, he could go. Let him be here and celebrate with us. That only I wanted, because we have invited him. So let him be here. So she just certainly at that time only suddenly she closed the door and she said that much. So till here we'll do it today, and next will be in next session. Hope you understood. Thank you and have a nice day.